Not every drug leaves your body quietly. Some take detours, some come back, and some don't just leave your body. They enter someone else. Now, the excretion is the removal of systematically absorbed drug from the body. Now, the drugs and their metabolites don't just have just one exit. They have multiple escape routes, but one dominates. That is urine. It is, of course, the primary exit. Kidney is the most important organ of excretion. Now, majority of the drugs eliminated in urine. This is the main battlefield. We'll come back to this in details. Now, the feces. Now, fecal excretion is not just unabsorbed drug. Most of it actually comes from bile, from liver to bile and then intestine. Liver actively transport these drugs into bile. Organic acid, especially glucuronides, and organic bases and steroids via separate transport system. Now, the large molecules, molecular weight generally greater than 300, preferentially go into bile. Now, enter hepatic cycling. And this is where drug refuse to leave. Now, the intestinal bacteria deconjugate glucuronide. Drugs get reabsorbed. Now, the cycle repeats. That delays the final exit. But it still gets out in the urine. Now, for example, erythromycin, ampicillin, rifampicin, tetracycline, oral contraceptives. Now, then there is direct colon excretion. For some drug, it just skips the cycle. For example, anthracene purgatives, heavy metals. Now, let's come to the invisible pathway, the exhaled air. Some drugs don't dissolve out. They evaporate out. Gases and volatile liquids, general anesthetics, paraldehyde, alcohol, etc. Elimination depends on partial pressure in blood, not lipid solubility. Now, a bonus point is lungs can also trap and remove IV injected particulate matter. Let's come to the next point, which is saliva and sweat. Minor but interesting. These routes are clinically less important but not irrelevant. Drugs which are found through this procedure: lithium, potassium iodide, thiocyanins, rifampicin, and heavy metal. But also remember this, saliva is swallowed. Drug can goes back into the GI tract. Same fate as the oral drug. Now, the milk of the mother. So it's not important for the mother, but not harmless for the child. Drug enters milk by passive diffusion. More entry is happening if the drug is liquid soluble, less protein bound, and the milk pH is almost 7.0, which is lower than plasma. Basic drugs concentrate here the more. Now, the clinical reality of this is total drug reaching infant is usually very small. But most drugs are safe in breastfeeding, but for lactating mothers, drugs should only be given if it's essential. Now, the high impact caution is this. Then there is appendix 3 of it. Some drugs can be dangerous, like cytotoxic drugs, lithium, certain heavy metals. Effects depend on amount entering milk. The pharmacological activity in infant. Now, sometimes, of course, the drug doesn't just leave you. It reaches to someone who never chose it. Now, multiple routes, multiple mechanisms, but only one system that control the exit of most of the drugs, the kidney. And that's where the excretion stop being passive. It become precise. That's all for the day, people. Thank you for listening.